Yeah, I'm still alive. I know it has been months since my last video, but I've got plenty of excuses like work, being sick, traveling, all of that bullshit. Even though they're just excuses and I shouldn't even have them. I am going to try to get back on track to making weekly videos, but my issue is almost everything has already been covered here on YouTube. And simple as that, I just don't have much to add. But since you guys really want to hear my opinions, I guess I'll try to make videos without copying other YouTubers and without repeating the same stuff that they have said. I'll try. I'll do my best. As always, promises, oh well. Anyway, this is a topic that I haven't really came across of here on YouTube. And in my opinion, I think people are just scared of being criticized and of the backlash that it might cause. Even though this comes as common sense to most people, I still think that I might lose a lot of subscribers over this. But honestly, this is just my opinion, and if you don't like it, nobody's making you subscribe and nobody's making you listen. So there, I've said it. My opinions, my channel, deal with it. I have met a lot of people here on YouTube in my comment section who do understand that issue and who do agree with me to some degree or fully. And thank God for you guys, you still give me faith in humanity. Thank God. I have been told by a YouTuber called MGTOW Philosopher that he will literally destroy me if I dare to make a video about this topic. And you know, his defensive and retarded responses to one of his videos on his channel made me stop and think, did I do the right thing when I said I approve of MGTOW? MGTOW is a very good cause, and most MGTOWs, the rational ones, they do it for a good cause. At the end of the day, we're all responsible for our own lives, and nobody is gonna tell you to not do something because their views of life are different than yours. This is just retarded. We all have the freedom of choice to do whatever the fuck we want. And so do MGTOW Philosopher and other people like him who take this movement a bit radically, I would say. At the end of the day, we're all different. There are people out there who do crave the love and attention of a significant other, and there are people out there who prefer to live the single life and are happy this way. That's your choice. At the end of the day, we're all different and we all have the freedom of choice to do whatever the fuck we want with our lives. Simple as that. If a man doesn't want to date, marry, have sex with a woman, it's his own choice. So what? Same goes to a woman. It's all of our choices. We can do whatever we want. So there you go. I have heard from most of you MGTOWs that MGTOW is about warning people about the dangers, revealing the truth, and basically protecting men from the horrible society that women have created in their own favor. And that is very, very reasonable because this is what's going on in our lives right now. People should be scared, people should be warned, and people should know the truth about what's going on. Unfortunately, many countries nowadays have laws and a system that allow women to use it against innocent men and convict them of rapes and sexual assaults even though they have never done anything wrong in their lives. And that is disgusting. Yes, the majority of women in those countries do use that system and do use these laws against men just because they can. That's horrific, and I agree with that. These laws should not be in favor of women just because they're little fragile women. The rule of innocent until proven guilty has and should be implemented in any kind of convictions. If there's no proof that a man has raped or sexually assaulted a woman, then he is innocent. Simple as that. Unfortunately, today's society teaches young girls and women to use these laws against men just because they can. But in my opinion, just because these laws are in place doesn't mean that every single woman is gonna use them against a man. Thankfully, not every single woman uses these laws, otherwise we would be in complete and utter chaos. Trust me, we have not reached that point just yet. Thank God. I personally was never taught to use the laws in the system against men just because I got offended or got hurt by a man. I was taught to just move on with my life and forget. I mean, there's 8 billion people out there in the world. Why am I supposed to waste a minute of my life on a person if I don't give a shit? Just because you're carrying a gun doesn't mean you're going to use it. Just because us women have that power to convict an innocent man doesn't mean that all of us are going to use it. Thankfully, it doesn't, and let's be thankful for that. Please. I have seen many examples of that, including in my own family, that have seen its fair share of divorces and failed relationships. My family never convicted anybody, never put anybody to jail, even though some of the people who were involved in our family were quite bad people. We moved on with our life and let them ruin their own lives by their own. And yes, sadly, the vast majority of women in countries like the USA do use these laws and system against men who have done nothing wrong. But I still have just a little bit of faith, just a tiny little bit of faith that a very, very small percentage of women do not do that. Even if they were hurt, abused, I don't know, cheated on, they would not go and convict a man because they're crying and they're hurt. I still have that faith, and I know that there are women out there who don't do that. Thank God for that. I know I've said it a lot, but thank God. I admire many smart and rational MGTOWs whose main ambition is to warn other men and young boys about the horrors of this system and the horrors that women do using that system. Because that's what real MGTOW is about. Warning people, staying away from that madness and living for yourself. Making your own life better by not being with a woman who is gonna one day steal your money, steal your house, steal your kids, and convict you of sexual assault. I admire those men. Those men are great. I love you guys. But then there are men who angrily scream out loud that all men need to go MGTOW, that all women, all of us, are horrific, horrible beasts, that all we want is to put you guys in jail, that all we want is to steal your money, and that any person who is in a happy relationship with a woman is a dumb idiot because he did not go MGTOW. Guys, come on, you sound like crazy psychotic religious people. Our religion is the only rightful religion, and if you don't follow it, our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ himself is gonna send you all to hell. Oy vey! Everybody knows that only the Jews are the true people of God, Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, and whoever is not following our religion is never gonna get to heaven. I think most of you understand how ridiculous these ideas are. This is basically how most feminists behave. Literally, all of them behave this way, and then there's the small percentage of MGTOWs that do the exact same thing and give a bad name to this really good cause. Most of the time, if you take anything to the extreme, anything at all, it's never good. Nothing is good when it's taken to the extreme. I have seen multiple comments on my videos saying that no, all women are like that. They never really explain like what are all women, but both me and you understand what they mean, and I know that majority of women are like that. Yes, they are. Same thing goes when a woman says that all men are like that. We all know what that means. But we all know that not all men are like that. Obviously, they are not. But here's where the hypocrisy comes in. Many MGTOWs will agree completely with the first statement that yes, all women are like that. But when it comes to the second statement, they get so defensive and so irrational. And we all know that it's not true. Both of these statements are not true. It has been proven many, many times that there are women out there who are not like that, and there's definitely a lot of men out there who are not like that. It has been proven. You can't just generalize a whole fucking generation of people, a whole population of people, just because a large percentage of them are like that. We can't. Now, before you guys put a dislike, I am not generalizing you. I never will generalize anybody at all. I know that most of you guys understand that these statements are complete bullshit. I'm only talking about these special little individuals who, after they comment on my video and I have a nice debate with them, they either tell me to shut up, or they delete their whole comment section, or they just ignore me because, oh well, I guess they ran out of arguments. I'm pretty sure that I have already said it before in my Dear Daddy video, but I will say that again. There are bad people out there. There are bad men out there, and there are bad women out there. But it doesn't mean that all of them are bad just because a large majority of them are bad. There's also good men out there and good women out there, good people. Simple as that. There's good and there's evil, depending on your view in life. We do see mostly bad women out there because the good, adequate women just don't give us a reason to talk about them. They're usually at home, taking care of their kids, their husbands, their households. While the bad women out there, they make sure that we know that they're present. They make sure that we hear about their achievements of hating on men. Every time I hear a comment along the lines of, all women are like that. Every single man in this world has and must go MGTOW because that is the only way of life. I feel like I'm listening to a ranting, annoying feminist. Doesn't it sound familiar to you? I have seen so many annoying, stupid feminists say the exact same thing, only the other way around. Oh my god, all men are pigs. All men rape, all men mansplain and manspread, they all sexually harass, and all women all around the world should all fear men and just stay away from them, and they need to be put in jails where they belong. Patriarchy! Yeah, a bunch of ridiculous and stupid bullshit basically. Can't you tell the hypocrisy here? Well, why am I asking? I know you guys can. You guys are smart and I know that. I've talked to so many of you and I love to hear your opinions and love to hear your views, especially because we're all so international. We can talk about anything and be accepting of each other. But some MGTOWs call out this hypocrisy when it comes to feminists, but they completely ignore their own, probably afraid of being criticized, the backlash, or being called pussies or something like that. Thankfully, I have seen so many smart and rational MGTOWs who do call out that hypocrisy when they see a comment like this online. When they see a man who thinks that it's his job to tell all women around the world how horrible we are, well, just because we were born with a vagina. Trust me, those men will not change anything this way. They're only gonna make things worse by behaving like a bunch of crazy feminists. Like I've said before, we are all different. Even MGTOWs are all different. We're all individuals. Even feminists, to some degree, are somehow different, even though they follow the same stupid movement. We all are different. Simple as that. There are some things that all feminists do have in common though, and that's stupidity, lack of logic, hating men, and just being irrational in general. Please don't be like them. Just judge people by their actions and ideas, not by the genitals that they were born with. Just because I'm born with a vagina doesn't mean I'm gonna try to steal your shit. Trust me, I don't need it. Not all men are raised to be womanizers, abusive, and rapists. Not all women are raised to use the broken system against men, even though most of them do because of today's standards and today's society and today's political correctness. Different cultures, different values, different families, different parenting, different life situations, it all plays a big role in how we turn out to be as a person. By stating that we're all the same, as just saying that we all had the exact same situation in our life, which is completely wrong. I'll say it again, the true meaning of MGTOW, from what I've heard from you guys, is very needed and very, very desired in today's world situation, where women do use the system against men, where women do convict innocent men of rape and sexual assault. We need you guys to warn other men and to warn young boys about these dangers. Be cautious, don't date crazy women, don't date women at all, stay away from them. All of this is very rational and very needed as a motto in today's society. It is. And I agree with that, okay? But please don't just blindly hate all women all around the world just because you know what women do. Not all women do that in the end, and all you're doing is just giving women a reason to continue doing what they're doing because you men blindly hate them. You're behaving like a feminist. Please don't do that, guys. Please, I know you can. Of course, it's your own choice in the end what to do, but don't tell me that I didn't warn you. I warned you. If you want nothing to do with women whatsoever, stick to your words, including not hating blindly all women. Just focus on your own life. We all have our own life and we all have lots of fucking shit to do in it. But don't go around being crazy and behaving like a feminist. Please don't. Nobody likes feminists. Not even feminists themselves like feminists. I hope I got my opinion across correctly. I know that most of you watching this will understand this in a proper way and won't just blindly go hate on me because, I don't know, I'm a woman and I've said something that you did not like. I am definitely not telling you guys to love women or not even like them. Don't even tolerate them. Don't. Just stay away from them. It's quite easy, trust me. Just don't have anything to do with them, and that's perfectly fucking fine. Trust me, you would be much happier in your life when you just start focusing on your own ambitions and your own lives and your own goals. Hating women and going around focusing your life on it is not gonna help you in any kind of way. I hate feminists as well, but I don't focus my life on it. When I see a feminist do something stupid, I laugh it off and move on with my life because, after all, I have my own life and they're not part of it. Anyway, I hope I did not offend anybody with this. I mean, in today's world, I probably have offended a lot of feminists and a lot of you guys, but oh well, people get offended. What can we do about that? That's just life. I hope you guys have lovely holidays. I'm gonna start working on a new video right after I'm done with this one, and I'm pretty sure you will like it. I found this disturbing BuzzFeed video that I just have to comment on, so I think it's gonna turn out quite funny. Please subscribe to see it. I will hopefully be done with this by next week. Leave a comment if you want to discuss anything with me. I try to answer every single comment. I love talking with you guys. This is why I created this channel in the first place, to start discussions and to have a nice, reasonable conversation. Join our Discord page and follow my social media links, I guess. I don't know if you want to. Your life after all. And as always, stay logical, stay rational, and I will see you next time. Bye!